Balake. Where is Balake at?
My name's Blake.
Do you want to go to war, Balake? I'm for real. Aaron.
Aaron is present. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I have something so funny. I've wanted to share this with you for so long, and it's finally at the top of my list. Do you guys know who Mark Robert is? Mark Robert is a brilliant engineer whose work contributed to the Mars Perseverance rover. He also happens to be one of the most successful and well-liked content creators on YouTube. And a handful of Christmases ago, Mark Robert started, this is probably like in 2018, he started creating these, I want to call them robots. I think you could call them robots. These automated devices that incorporates cameras and GPS technology and some robotics on the inside and some video players and audio players to catch people who steal packages off of people's porches around Christmas time. So Christmas porch pirates. For Glitter Bomb 2.0, someone double-crossed Mark Robert. And in response to the double cross, Mark Robert got the ultimate revenge by adding that person to Scientology's mailing list. Check out this video. And by the way, real quick, before I show you the video, Mark Robert also created a fantastic company called Crunch Labs that is an educational company to help children learn technology and engineering concepts. What you can do if you're interested is subscribe to the Crunch Labs program. You can basically get a new toy. It's a toy that arrives and your child assembles the toy, and in the process of assembling, learns various technology and engineering concepts. And it comes with a link to a 15-20-minute video from Mark Robert teaching them various things about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So it's fantastic. He's an excellent creator. He's out there doing good work, helping educate children. So I at least wanted to share that with all of you. So check out what Mark had to say about how he was double-crossed and how exactly he got this guy added to Scientology's mailing list. Take a look at this.
And in the middle of all this, something happened that I still can't wrap my head around. One of the volunteers we sent a package to, who obviously knows my channel and follows me on social media, who I even interviewed to make sure he seemed legit, decided it would be a good idea to steal my package from me and never had any intention of either putting it out on his porch or sending it back to us. After a week of us being really nice and trying to work with him, he effectively admitted as such and then blocked and ghosted me. And so after a little detective work, I discovered he gave us his real name and phone number, but he shipped it to his buddy's address. So I found his real address and then did two relatively harmless things. The first is I've heard once the Scientologists have your contact info and know you're even remotely interested, they will follow you the rest of your life. And so since I had all his contact info, hypothetically, I might have gone on their website and said I was very interested in learning more, and then ordered $300 worth of their starting course material so they know he's a very high-value contact worth keeping track of. And the second thing was, I designed over 10 custom postcards just for him.
Okay. The other prank that he played on the guy gets a little bit political, and so I won't cover it on my channel. But I got to tell you, this is what, other than the fact that it's so fun to see one of your favorite YouTube channels sort of cross over into Scientology land, I just want to point out this video has over 68 million views. Mark Robert has over 23 million subscribers. The fact that a video that has this many views has as one of its central themes calling out the fact that once you get onto Scientology's mailing list, it is essentially impossible to get off. Oh my God, that is just so, so funny to me. And to you Scientologists out there, I know it's got to make you cringe when you see one of the most successful, well-liked, and respected guys on the YouTube platform using your organization's reputation and mailing list as revenge and punishment on someone who stole from him. It really is an accurate reflection of the horrible reputation that Scientology has in the world. And the fact is, it is next to impossible to get off of Scientology's mailing list once you get on it. So for all of you guys out there who might have gotten onto Scientology's mailing list 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if you're still trying to get off that mailing list, here's what I recommend. Go to the aftermathfoundation.org. Actually, you don't have to go to the website. Email volunteer@theaftermathfoundation.org and request some Aftermath Foundation business cards. We will ship them to you for free. We will get you, like, there's no charge for the cards, and we will ship them to you for free. You can use these Aftermath Foundation cards, which, by the way, the Aftermath Foundation helps people who are escaping from Scientology. Every single week, we are helping people who are leaving Scientology. Use the business return envelopes in the mail that Scientology sends you, and put these cards in the business return envelopes and send them back in the mail. At every Scientology organization, there are certain persons whose job it is to open all the mail. So even if the only person who sees that card is the person who opens the mail, that's totally okay. Because, by the way, it's not always the same person who opens the mail. And chances are that person won't be there forever anyway. Scientology organizations have pretty high turnover. So it guarantees, though, that someone or a handful of people, 3 people, 5 people maybe, over time, are constantly being exposed to the idea that there is an organization out there who will help people who want to leave Scientology. It really is a perfect way to use Scientology's spammy, abusive mailing practices against them. And what makes this such an awesome option is that you don't have to just be someone who happens to live close to a Scientology organization. If you got on Scientology's mailing list 30 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, you did live near a Scientology org, but now you don't, you live like hundreds of miles away from the nearest org, but you're still on their mailing list. You can still use this method to help raise awareness within the Scientology bubble about the Aftermath Foundation. And this way you yourself can become almost as good of a prankster and a troll as Mark Robert. All right, everyone, that's all I've got on this. Thank you for watching and listening. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe